Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video by Vertex Investing. So today I'm going to give you a trade breakdown by someone who used a free strategy, and I think he hit his first big trade, and it was a 1 to 36. I'll post a message here, and I'm not going to break down his trade exactly, but I'm going to explain it in a different way, because I know that most of us have a fear of missing out, and I'm going to explain to you why we should how we can tackle that, because there is ways around it using this free strategy. And it's very similar to what I explained in the last video, is knowing where you are in the market, right? So before I go on, so I want to explain also about what a rule-based method is and how that actually will benefit you. So a rule-based method, essentially you're trading with rules, you know. So if your rules aren't met, then you're not going to trade. Simple as that. And if your rules are consistent, your results will be consistent. If you know you've got an edge, right, that's the main thing, and if you follow your set rules, you're golden. You're pretty much happy. And that's the only difference that it is with us compared to any other smart money concept group, because smart money is everywhere, and you can learn these concepts from pretty much anywhere if you search hard enough, which is what I'm trying to urge you, that you know, you don't really need to join us unless you want our support. And if you want that, obviously we're here for you. And if you want to learn our way of doing it, then obviously feel free to join. But you can do everything that you want from these videos that I'm putting out, and taking away the concept from it, and try and working out yourself what you need to do from there. But before I go on, I think that was everything that I need to address. Also, well done to the winners on the giveaway. And make sure you do like and subscribe these videos, and also follow us on Instagram to be involved with any other giveaways that we give away. I don't know why I said that twice. And also, we do give out promotional offers for our course and for our bootcamp. So keep a lookout. So yeah, that's all I need to explain. So what we're going to talk about is Gbpusd. Now, as you noticed, I've done this pair so many times now, and as I said, the main reason is the spread on this pair is great and it's perfect for this strategy, and that's the main thing. So let's go back to where should we go? Let's go here. Okay, so if we're thinking about the ranges again and where price is, so obviously price has just broke bullish structure, and we still have this market gap, but regardless it's still broken. Now what we need to find is the trading range, right? So obviously we're thinking that this is probably the low, but because of the market gap we still have to consider what is going on here. So for me, that is the range that we're going to be trading at, and this is there's an OB obviously here that's not been mitigated. And that's the main thing that you know, you need to consider when you're using this method, and that's the high, well, the obvious high. Okay, so when you're doing this, obviously we're trading between this range. Okay, this is the most extreme level that we can buy from for price to reverse. And obviously, looking out on the bigger picture, price is obviously bullish. Okay, but we did have a bearish push here, but obviously price is just gone and shot up anyway at this point, because we had our sell here, and some of us tried to get a sell in here. I didn't actually enter, but there was an opportunity, but we probably would have been taking out a break even after taking some partials. But anyway, once we're here, we're going to refine this OB as we normally do. So let's go to this level here where this OB is, which is this candle. And let's just go straight to the 1 minute, and obviously we're going to go straight to the most extreme point, and we're going to mark out our levels. So where can we see is the clearest one? So we've got this high that's created a failed structure, so it's a lower high, and then we broke structure. Okay, that structure break happened from this OB. Was it touched? No, so it wasn't touched. So that's a very clean OB here, right? So this is what we're going to mark out, and that's where our order is going to be for using this free strategy. So why is this not clicking? There we go. Okay, so that's where our order is going to be. Okay, now obviously we've seen that it doesn't make it there, but that's the whole point of this video. So you set your order here, right? And then you press, and obviously our target is going to be, where's it gone? Okay, oh yeah, so our target is obviously going to be the high that's created. So let's go up here until we broke structure. So we replaced the order when it was here, right? Actually, when it broke structure, so when it started coming back, our target is going to be up here. Let's see what happens. Let's just go to the hourly and see what happens. So we're still waiting for our order to be targeted, and what happens? It just goes. Okay, it doesn't come anywhere near, and it misses our order by a considerable amount of pips, right? Because even if we used, I don't think I would have done anything differently. As I said, I would have gone for the extreme anyway. But at this point, you're probably thinking, oh, you just missed a really good trade. But what you're doing is, if you're too busy thinking about this one, you want to miss out what's actually happening in the market. Because if we see what's happening now, let it come. Okay, so what's happening now is we created a structure. Where's my brush? We created a structure here, created a low structure. Now you're broken structure now here. So what can we do here? We just look for another trade. Simple as that. Okay, so if you're too busy thinking about what's happening here, right, and the fact that you missed your trade, you're going to miss what is happening right in front of you, because you've just got another order sitting somewhere here. So let's go and find that order. Okay, so let's go through the same process. Obviously we created this high. Let's see what happens. Is it going high again? Yes, but let's see what happens. Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, I've gone too far. So yeah, so the reason that we're going to focus on this one is because this is the one that broke this structure. Don't get fooled by what's happening here, because price still needs to return to this point regardless of how long it takes, because this is still an area where price needs to come back to, because, you know, the institutions are the only ones that can cause this impulse, right? So they still have orders here, and that's the whole point of the order block. So make sure you understand what an order block is, and if you don't, make sure you watch our webinar to understand what that is. But we've got our point of interest here, and what we're going to do, obviously we're not going to trade using that, we're going to refine that. So let's go down to here, and let's go down to the minute time frame and see what's going on. So everything in this zone where our order block is, what we can see is obviously we've got a pull back and then a push up. Okay, so the impulse. Okay, so the order block is this one before this impulsive move. Now that order block is not obviously the cleanest for me, so let's go through a different time frame. Let's go 30 seconds. Okay, so we're getting something better here. So we've got a gap here in the market and an impulse. Can we go? I mean, I guess we can use this order block if you want to. It'll give you a 6 pip stop, which is somewhat big. Let's go 15 seconds. There we go. Okay, so can we see this OB here? This is the one that's been refined from the 30-second one and from the hourly. Okay, and that is our refined entry. So let's put let's mark this off there, and there we go. Okay, so that's where our order is going to be. How big is this stop loss anyway? 3 pips. Okay, fine, that's perfect. Let's go to the hourly and let's place our order. Okay, so let me zoom out. Let's press play. Oh, sorry, I didn't even put the order in, did I? There we go. And our stop loss is going to be below here, so that's fine where it is. Yeah, just below. Okay, you know what? Let's just do 4 pips. There we go. And our TP is going to be up here. So it's going to be a 49R trade. Okay. Now the only reason why we're still taking this trade is because it hasn't broken the 4-hour range that we're trading in. Okay, it hasn't broken this structure, so I need to take my TP a little bit down. There we go. He hasn't broken his structure yet for us to say that this would be the new impulse. Okay, because this move is still happening. The move from here to here is still going on, right? So exactly as it is, you just have to be aware where you are in the market. So make sure you watch the previous video to understand a bit more about that. But this is a breakdown of Gbpusd, and let's just press play. I believe, yeah, there we go. So we get a perfect trigger, and let me just exit this so you can see where it's gone, and a perfect TP. I mean, it can't get any cleaner than that. So if you're too busy worrying about the fact that it missed your OB here, where the move actually originated from, and it would have been great obviously to catch it, but we didn't. It doesn't matter. I would have missed it as well. We've got another entry here. You just have to follow what structure is showing you, and it doesn't matter. Even if you went on, I didn't even see this, but say let's go here, right? Even if you missed it and say you go on the minute time frame, exactly the same thing. You just have to follow what's there. We go. Oh, you would have been very unlucky there. So for example, we've just broken structure here, and we could have entered here using this OB. I think you would have missed it anyway, but the whole point is it doesn't matter if you miss your original point of interest. You just have to go through a different time frame. As long as you know what range you're in, let me get rid of that and that. As long as you know what range you're in, you can follow. So say if you're using the 4-hour range, just go to the hourly and find the next break of structure and follow that, because this is what you can have. And a 49R, to be fair, in the space of how long? In the space of what, I hit TP there? In the space of 2 days. That's crazy, right? So 49%, I'm pretty sure it's 49. Oh no, I moved it down. So 48% in the space of 2 days is crazy, right? But he had a 5 pip stop on his trade, so I think he had a 30. Let me put. I'm sure he said 37. Anyway, it'll say in the message when I show it anyway. But yeah, so that's a breakdown of Gbpusd and how to handle FOMO when you are trading. So I hope this video has helped, and yeah, trade safe.